So what is going on, guys? It is Kieron the Barber. Today we are doing a versus video. I have never ever done a versus video before, but I am a clipper geek. I know my clippers, I know what's about them. So yeah, let's get started. We have, up first, my baby, the Wall Senior. Now this is a bad boy. Second. What is that? Second. The Barbers Pro Clipper Cordless Rose Gold. It doesn't matter what color it comes in, I don't think. It can be any color. They're all the same. Finally, but not least, I don't think, the Andis Pro Li US Pro, Andis Cordless US Pro Supreme Edition, which I don't think it matters what edition it is. Let's go first, motor speed. So they all have rotary motors. If you don't know what a rotary motor is, it's a motor that sits like this and does this. Magnets force each other apart. And there is another one. I can't think of the other one right now off the top of my head. It'll come to me in about 5 minutes halfway through this video. So we're going to start off with motor and power. Turn the Senior on first, see if you can hear it. I'm going to get my microphone in there. To me, these always sound so powerful. They've got weight to them, which we're going to come to in a bit. Fabulous. It's the only clipper with the one button at the front. To me, they sound loud, but they also sound quite fast. Lastly, the Andis. Put that somewhere. They just don't. I mean, if you're comparing this sound to this sound. This sounds like a 70-year-old smoker who's been smoking since he's about 10. This one sounds like a football player. Listen, sounds like an elite clipper, ready to go. Okay, so for me personally, for rating on 1, 2, and 3, for motor and sound, I will go the Senior, the Barbers, and then the Andis. I don't know why these sound so bad. They haven't actually been used that much because they're the Supreme Edition. Okay, going from weight and overall feel of a clipper. Again, I like the Seniors over the Magic Clips because you have this divot right here. Now this divot right here, you can put your finger in and you can zip up, which for me is brilliant. The feel of the leather which goes is very, very smooth coming back and forth. So it's a very good thing. And it just feels all over. Oh, and you've got the metal chrome grips at the back for your fingers to go into place. So for me, it just feels like a very, very well-built clipper all round. Next, the Barbers. I'm not really a fan of the whole big circle clipper. I don't really know where to hold it. I like the chrome bit down here. It gives it grip, but other than that, it's just quite big in your hand. I've not got the smallest hands in the world. I mean, they're not big, but they're not small. And I feel like because here I can be where I want to be, but there's no guide to where you can really use your clipper. Like there's no guide at all. It's just rounded. Last but not least, the Andis Supreme. Now, do you know what? They're a little bit lighter, but they feel like the best thing is that they feel like an original clipper in a sense of the make and the way you've got the fat bit for where your finger and thumb to go, and the bottom bit is slimmer, so where you can actually grip it. Because I think if it was fat all the way around, you would struggle to grip. So yeah, for me, this isn't, but this is an average case. Like this is how a clipper should look. Personally, to me, this is how a clipper should look. It just doesn't have. The one thing I like about this more than probably this, the only thing, is that when you buy a cordless senior, it comes this size. It will come a lot fatter, a lot thicker. So this looks like a corded clipper. This is what I grew up with, is bigger clippers. As for wool, what they've done is they've actually thinned out the senior. They've made it a lot thinner, which I get it. I do get it, but why? There was no need to. Like the corded senior was perfect, other than it had a cord on it. So I think first place still goes to senior for the way you can really just the grips around the back and the grips around the front. Like that for me is a game changer. It's definitely a winner. If you're a new barber, you know where to place things. Secondly, Andis, there's nothing wrong with this case at all. Other than it's just, it hasn't got any grips on it. It's fine. It's a normal kind of looking case. And last is the Babyliss. I just can't get round why it looks, do you know what it is? It looks nice on the stand. If you put it on a stand, it looks nice and it stands up perfectly straight. It looks nice. But you look like you're cutting hair with a pair of tongs, or like it looks too fat for me. Let me know in the comments what you think about size and shape. And obviously with the females, they have a lot smaller hands, so these would be better. These are for the bigger barber, for the chunkier, longer fingered hands. Like I just didn't think they went well. Let's talk blades and let's talk clipper guards. Now I've actually changed this blade slightly, so this is my personal blade. I brought the crunch blade, and I've got the flathead that come originally with it. So it is a flat blade and it is a crunch blade. So it's really, really good for fades. It's a really good faded clipper. I like the fact that with the senior, it elongates quite long. Like it gets quite, like if you go to a half, it goes out quite well, and then you can buff it down to a 0. There's a lot of give in there for fading. Guards are fine. Let me grab you. Okay, so going on to guards, starting with the seniors, is that you get the snap-on guard. So there's a little metal bit under here, snaps on, snaps off, and I feel like I'm really, really protected when you hear that snap. I remember being a barber and I used to have to put my finger around the back and stuff like that, so that was not good. But yeah, other than that, that's a pretty decent guard. Can't knock these guards. Babyliss guards that come with the Babyliss Pro are kind of cheap. They're plastic. They feel like they're sturdy. They're not going to fall off, but feel quite cheap. And for the Andis, they have the magnetic guards, which when I used to work for the company, I used to sell a lot of, because they were you just can't beat them. Like, they're so safe. For any new barber starting out, they're so safe. You've got a little magnet in the back right here, and they're safe as houses. You click it on, it's not coming off. Unless you're a lot of hair shows, people try and pull it off to show brute strength, but you're not going to get that off if you're just fiddling with it and playing with it. So for me, I would say guard-wise, Andis magnetic guards are 1, but they don't fit on any of the other clippers. Next, the wool premium guards, massive. They just don't fall off. They're a great guard. And the basic plastic guard with the Babyliss. So then to overall, I think the overall winner for me is a clear winner. So the overall winner for me is definitely a clear winner. It would be the wool senior. It's a great all-round clipper. It's brilliant. It just works. You can modify the blades. and you can get them to cut real crisp. They seem to last a long time, like after a good charge. Second place, I don't know. Second place is a hard one because I think these definitely cut better than the Andis. So I would definitely go with the Babyliss. It's just I don't like the way you hold them. I don't like that feel of the way you hold them. So for me, I would go just for cutting ability and the fact that you can put the wall guards on them. I would say would be the Babyliss Pro Clipper. And the fact that they come in really cool different colours. And last, unfortunately, would be the Andis US Pro. I thought it's a really solid clipper. It has the magnetic guards in it, but it just doesn't cut as well as the other clippers. The motor just sounds like it wants to pack up. The motor sounds like it needs an MOT. And straight out of the box, they sound like that. And it's like, I would hate to be a new barber and get these and go, oh, damn. And that's the thing is, like, with the walls, you're guaranteed to always get a good motor. With Andis, I've had US Pros, I've had a few pairs, and some of them can have a great motor in, some of them can have a really bad motor in. This one just happens to have a really, really bad motor in. And you don't want that, because then it's back and forth sending different clippers. Babyliss motor seems to be absolutely fine, and they cut really well. It's just the fact that they are massive. So 1, Senior. 2, the Babyliss. 3, Andis. Let me know in the comments what you use and what you would like me to rate next. I really, really appreciate that. If you haven't liked the video yet, here is your time to like the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, why? Like, I'm doing some cool stuff. Hit that subscribe button. Say hello in the comments. Let me know what you're using. Let me know what you think of this video. I just want to say thank you to everyone that watched, and peace.